Okay, after looking over your homework assignments, I'm going to go over a few problems that seem to give a lot of you problems. And to start with, we're going to do number 2 on page 331. And the question is, determine if the quantities in each pair of ratios or rates are proportional. So number 2 says 270 calories in 3 servings. 270 over 3. And it wants to know if it's proportional with 450 calories in 5 servings. And this is similar to the problem in the lesson yesterday with the ice cream scoops. So what we want to do is we want to find the unit rate to see if they're equal. So 270 and 3, we're going to divide this one by 3, and that's going to equal 1. And then we'll divide the numerator by 3, and that's going to equal 90. So the unit rate for the first one is 90 over 1. And then in 450 and 5, we'll get the unit rate for this one by dividing 5 by 5. Oops. Sorry, divide 5 by 5 equals 1. Sorry for the mess. Then we'll divide 450 by 5, and that will get us 90. So yes, these two are proportional. Okay, now let's look at number 14 on page 332. It's a word problem, and it's photography. It says, Jade enlarged the photograph at the right to a poster. The size of the poster is 60 inches by 100 inches. Is the size of the poster proportional to the size of the photograph? And explain your reasoning. So the picture it shows in the diagram is 3 inches by 5 inches. So we're going to write 3 over 5, and then we'll write 60 over 100. And what we need to figure out is there a common multiple that can make 3/5 turn into 60 over 100? And right off the bat, we can see that if we multiply 5 times 20, that's going to give us 100. And if we multiply 3 times 20, that's going to give us 60. So the answer is yes, the size of the poster is proportional to the size of the picture. Okay, so let's look at number 18 on page 332. And they want to know if each pair of players made proportionally the same number of hits. And number 18 says Brad Eldred and Ramon Santiago. So Brad Eldred had 66 at bats, and he had 20 hits. And Ramon Santiago had 33 at bats, and he had 10 hits. So the first thing we can do is look at it and say, all right, 66 and 33. So 33 is half of 66, and 10 is half of 20. So 33 over 10 is exactly half of 66 over 20. So we don't even need to go any further. We know that these are proportional. Okay, Next problem that we're going to look at is number 28 on page 333. And it says, which of the following shows an equivalent way to show the cost of the tomatoes? So the tomatoes are 6, or 4, or 6 for $4. Right? And it gives us 4 options. So I think the first thing we should do is try to simplify 6 over 4 and then compare it to the other, the 4 answers. So let's divide the numerator and the denominator by 2. And that will give us 3 halves. So if you look in the book at the different answers, 15 for $10 is F. Could I take 3 over 2 and turn it into 15 for 10? And I think I can if I multiply 3 times 5 and 2 times 5 equals 15 and 10. So we got lucky because the first answer works. But let's look at H just to make sure. Can I make 3 halves equal 12 over 9? Well, I don't think I can because the denominator of 9 is not even. So I can't make 2 go into 9 evenly. Let's look at G. 20 for $15. Can I make the numerator 3 go into 20 by multiplying it by a whole number? I can't, so that's definitely not right either. And then J is 8 for $6, and that's the same problem as G. 3 will not go into 8, an even number, evenly. So the answer is F. Okay, the last problem that we're going to look at is number 33 on page 333. And it wants us to find the prime factorization of 102. So 102, and I'm just going to go make things easy on me. So I'm going to do 2 times 51, and then hopefully you all remember 51 is not prime. It's 3 times 17. Now what I have to do is I have to just list these out. This is prime. I can't do any more. That's prime. And this one's prime. So now I just list these out. 2 times 3 times 7. All right. Okay, so part of your participation grade today is to go into today's discussion board and type in, yes, I did. And that will tell me that you watched these homework problems. Don't tell your friends. And if you don't, I'm going to take a point off participation. All right, thank you. I hope you're dealing with being home all the time and trying to do math remotely well. And please, if you have a question on any problems that I didn't go over in this video, post the problem, the number in the discussion board, and at some point today I'll make a video going over it so that you can see how to do it. Thank you.